Now that you know what you want in your future relationships, do you find yourself resonating more with your historical rivals? For example, you might have been so dedicated to your company for the last 10 years by only focusing on performance. But now you're opening your mind to the possibility of learning from your mistakes, just like your rival company has been doing for the last 3 years. Or you might have been shunning a particular branch of your family tree your whole life because of some argument that happened so long ago that nobody remembers what happened. But now you're finding that you resonate more with that branch of the family tree than you do with your own. Is it even possible to start connecting with the others? And how do we break the such ingrained and habitual actions and connections that were such a part of our identity for so long? And will these others even believe or accept who we are now and who we want to become? I'm Dana Hicks, a licensed clinical mental health counselor, and I have some tips that might smooth the waters in your transition of connections between two rival entities. The first part of making this smooth transition is to spend as much time as possible with the values that you want to see in your future connections. The more time you spend with them, the more grounded you are going to be within yourself. And the more it is going to act as an anchor as you impart on possibly treacherous waters between your current connections and your possible future connections. So this could look like reserving a specific spot in your schedule for these values every single day. So reserve a time daily for spending time with these values. It could look like memorizing each value. It could look like thinking of as many examples as possible for each value. It could look like setting an intention for each value throughout your day. It could look like drawing out the values, writing out the values, moving as symbols for values. You could get really creative. But the most important thing is spending time with the values, because the more you spend time with them, the more you are going to embody them and the more that they are going to be forefront in your mind as the goal that you want. And you are going to be more upright and stable no matter what is happening around you. The second step in making this smooth transition is to talk with your current connections and let them know that you understand if this change in you is creating them stress. Let them know that it is okay for them to feel all kinds of uncomfortable feelings because of the shift that you are making. Give them space to do that. Also, let them know what you continue to respect about them, what you continue to admire about them, and all the things you are grateful for that they have given you in the past. Let them know that you continue at least to respect them as human beings. Also, be open to answering any questions they have about the shift you are making. Honestly, but respectfully. And finally, extend if it's appropriate, the invitation for continued connection, perhaps on a more distance level, but continued connection. So the third step in this smooth transition is to have a conversation with the others. Lead with understanding that you reaching out to them could be a very intense shock for them, given the history. But be sure to let them know the specific reasons that you are drawn to them, what you specifically admire about them, and be open, like your current connections, to answer any questions they have about your shift, respectfully and honestly. But any references that are made to your current connections and past connections, be sure to suggest that they talk directly to whoever the question is about, rather than answering for them. That way, when you are answering these questions, you are answering them as if everybody on both sides of the spectrum is listening. So next time we will visit what happens if both groups reject me at the same time. So stay tuned for that. But to review for today, the most important thing in this transition is to spend time with the values you want to see in your future connections so that they can ground you and help you feel stable no matter what's going on around you, because you are possibly about to enter treacherous waters, right? Then second, in your conversation with your current connections, meet them where they are. Let them know that you understand if they have uncomfortable feelings about the shift in you. Give them the space to feel that. Also, let them know what you continue to admire about them and respect them for. And then let them know, extend the invitation if appropriate, to continue connection, possibly at a more distance level, but still connection. Okay, and then third, with your conversation with the others, first, let them know that you understand if this is a shock to them, but be very clear about what you admire about them, what draws you to them. Also, be open to answering any questions that they have while only speaking on your own behalf. So, in that way, you are speaking respectfully about all who are concerned, as if they are in the same room, hearing every word that you speak. Okay, so that is my gift to you. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below with no strings attached.